Hey there, YouTube. Sorry about the lighting. Very first video here. Just thought I wanted to show you guys. I went ahead and bought the Camillus Carnivore 13-inch machete at Walmart today. And went online. Of course, I always buy and then I do research afterwards, which is I recommend to do it the other way around for all you guys who are out buying gear. But I just couldn't resist. Let me just show you here. I just couldn't resist the real tree grip, and it is rubberized, so it's got a nice grip on it. Just again out of the package, it's 27 bucks on Walmart. I think on a website it's 28 something, and they have free shipping. So you probably overall with tax, if you're in California, may get away cheaper online, but regardless, you know, I got it now. I got it today. So anyway, the only thing I gotta say, there's a serrated edge. They call it a saw. It's not a saw. It's a serrated edge. Just like, for example, I got my little cheap ass Jeep folding knife, which is actually a pretty decent knife, but it's exact same serration. If you can, there we go. If you can see right there. So it's not a saw for sawing wood, but you know, if you're doing the reason I bought this. I'll give you a little bit of background. The reason I bought this is I've got chickens, and once in a while I will butcher chicken for dinner. And so I use the machete. The machete I have is a little cheap one from Harbor Freight, and it does rust. So the reason that this caught my eyes because it is stainless steel. So I went ahead and got this guy because at least it won't sit there and rust. Again, don't need a serrated edge. This wire cutter, as they call it. It's probably good for cutting rope. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it yet. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a good knife. I've chopped some stuff outside. The biggest complaint people have is that it's not a full tang. All right, so let me show you what actually, you guys can go online and look at the other videos of what people have complained. I'll show you what I've done. When you open this guy up, make sure you you've got these Torx screws. Do not unscrew the side that does not have the name on it. So start from the side that has the name engraved, because it is a full pin with a screw on the other side. If you unscrew this one, there's way too much tension. And I did notice that they do, I guess maybe because it is Chinese, to make the blade feel firmer, they glue everything on the inside. So it does make it a little bit more difficult to take apart, but regardless. So flip the knife over so the handle's on your right and the blade's on your left, or you're looking at the actual writing that's on the blade. And then go ahead and take your Torx and remove the two screws on there. You know, again, you got to get the right one. This is probably Chinese measurements, so it's probably not SAE standard. I thought there was only one size for Torx, but apparently there's more than one size for Torx. So the point is, when you put it on there, line it up, go ahead and give it a little tap. Let me bring this into camera here. Give it a little tap because it does jam it inside into the all the little grooves, the little star grooves, and then you can go ahead and pull the little screw out. All right. Now this may look a little easier because I have taken this apart once or twice, but you will have to put the knife or something in here and pry it open to kind of jam it apart, because again, like I said, the very first time you take it apart, it is glued. Alright. It's definitely snug, and that may be one of their tricks. Alright, so this bad boy comes out. As you can see, there's quite a bit of glue here, and that's, I think, part of the trick. So, now, you can go ahead and compare this, sorry about all the glare, you can go ahead and compare this to what you see online with the guys that do the reviews of brand new out of the box. So what I've done here is I went ahead and eliminated, there's a little tiny hole right here, right about there. Because the shank itself cuts down to here and goes So let me give you a little drawing here. So the shank kind of cuts down to here and along here. And so there's not very much meat along this hole here. And there's a little hole for some reason where they put a plastic pin from the handle. And it comes through and there's very little meat left over. And again, I do apologize. I went ahead, I got kind of overexcited, and I went ahead and worked on this before I took pictures. But you guys can look online, especially there's someone online has a video called Catastrophic Failure of Camillus Carnivore, and you can see what happens. So anyway, long story short, what I did is I took some 3/16 steel, and that's just a bar of steel you can buy at Home Depot. They sell just standard metal stock, which happens to be the same width, or very close to the same width as what this blade is here. And then I went ahead and welded it on both sides, and I ground it down so it's flat. Now that does add some meat, so then you do have to go ahead and let's see if you can see this here. Kinda. Let me put some shade on it. It's hard to see, but maybe you can see it. See, it's kind of ground down. So I had to go ahead and draw it in, and then grind off the handle because it is kind of form fitted. And just on the top side, I thought about filling in the bottom so it'd make a full shank, the whole width. The whole width of the blade. I didn't think that was really necessary, since when you hit, most of the impact is going to be on this upper part here. When you smack it, it's going to be right in there. I felt that most of the meat of the metal should be up in here. So anyway, so here you're looking at a $27, $28 whatever knife. That you know, if you're a hobbyist and you do like to weld, or you have a buddy who can weld, you can go ahead and turn this into a full shank blade. And I feel pretty darn confident. Now this is way, pardon the pun, overkill for just using it, you know, around my property for chickens, for, you know, basically cutting their heads off and then cooking them. But still, you know, you want something that, you know, all your tools. You want to make sure that you know they're good for the use that you got them for. But if you need to go a little bit over, you know, they're still good for that as well. Oh, here's the other Here's the other screw. So so this is why I went ahead and did this. You know, it was probably took maybe a couple hours, an hour and a half out of my day. Let me go ahead and do this here. Took an hour and a half out of my day. Again, some things, you know, you guys know, if you do-it-yourselfers, if you enjoy something, it's not really work. It's kind of like fun. And you know, you took a tool and you pretty much, you know, made it better. And I'm pretty sure that, you know, this is now a blade that, again, because the stainless steel part of it, I know it's not going to rust. I did spray the inside. No, I did not have stainless steel. I used regular, like I said, regular standard stock steel that you can buy at Home Depot. But I did spray it with some of the anti-rust protective spray that you can buy. And anyway, now I've got a nice, really good handle. Now the handle is PVC, but it does have this real tree camouflage on it, and it is rubberized. And I went outside once I put the full shank on it, before I put the handle on it, and I just literally beat the heck out of it. You can kind of see it. There's some wood pieces on there. And you know, again, you want a really good quality blade, you know, go out and spend, you know, $100 and some odd on it. If you want something that, you know, it's definitely doable, it will last you for a while, and it won't rust because it's stainless, hey, knock yourself out. The sheath, you know, hey, it is what it is. A little over, I may actually kind of maybe Sharpie this over so you can still see it, but it's not so bablam, blingy in your face. You know, but it does hold it in place. And there you are. Now I ended up with an hour's worth of work. little bit of welding and some fun, I ended up with myself with a full shank blade that won't rust, and I think I can have a a pretty long-term knife. And like I said, as I keep sharpening it, I may end up sharpening into the serrated edge. So I don't know, in a few years I may end up with a non-serrated full straight blade. Alright guys, well hey, thanks for watching, and again, this is one way to take something that's a cheap product and make it a little bit better. Alright guys, hey, thanks a lot. Keep watching. Thanks.